Hello, how are you doing today? I'm doing ecstatic because today we are holding the Marble Racing World Championships of Winter 2020! As you can see here, there are 21 nations competing today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick your own country, or if you really want to, you can pick another one of your favorites that you're willing to root for this event. Also, one thing it's worth noting is that Poland and Indonesia have very similar flags, so they're going to be racing with the same marble, just to clear up any confusion. Alright, with that, let's move on to round 1. Alright, starting off with round 1. This is a double elimination. As you can see, we have 3 bowls that our marbles have to go through. They're being mixed up, and now here they go! Russia's coming off to a very early start, followed by Germany, followed by Japan, UK, everybody's coming through now. Who's going to be the first to get through the first bowl? It's Argentina, followed by Germany, followed by the UK. Now we're on to the big bowl. Who's going to make it through the big bowl first? Alright, marbles are still coming through. Vietnam appears to be the last one coming through the small bowl. And now looks like the UK is the first to come out of the big bowl. Now they're on to the last bowl. This could be the deciding factor of who's getting eliminated. They're all in now. Who's gonna be the last one to be? Who's gonna be the last one to get in the bowl? Oh, it looks like we have France and the Philippines. Oh, what a very, very early elimination for some of our fan favorites in this competition, getting eliminated immediately. So it's very, very unfortunate for those two countries. However, let's give a round of applause to everybody who has made it through to the second round. Philippines is 20th and France is 19th place. Okay, moving on to our second leg. Also a double elimination. For this leg, we have our Plinko machine in the middle that our marbles have to go through as fast as they can. Here they come. Spain and the Netherlands are coming in immediately first, followed by Argentina, and everybody's coming in now. Everybody's getting mixed up in the machine. Looks like India is the first one through. Definitely one of the fan favorites in our competition. They're the biggest nation competing. Most populous, that is. Alright, looks like we have Australia, Vietnam, Spain, and I think that's the US coming in. Okay, now we got some more nations coming through. Looks like we have 6 or 7 to go. Looks like Malaysia just made it through. Malaysia and the US are very, very similar flags, although one has a little bit of yellow on it, so keep that in mind. Oh, okay, there's one more spot left. We have Mexico. Oh, Mexico just made it. Poland, Indonesia, and Thailand are left, and it looks like they're going to be eliminated. A rare instance where we have 3 nations being eliminated here, because remember, Poland and Indonesia are the same marble here. However, neither of them made it very far. So Poland and Indonesia made it through, although Thailand's still struggling a little bit, so we will wait on them. Never mind, they just made it. So yeah, very unfortunate for these 3 nations who are all losing at once. Very unfortunate, because it's still very early. That's probably not what they want. They've practiced very hard. Everybody's practiced very hard. But now we're moving on to round 3. Thailand's 18th, Poland, Indonesia 17th. Alright, we're starting our third race now. Our nations have to be propelled by the spinner all the way up to the finish line. And then they're away. Who's going to make it through the funnel first? It appears India has done it first, followed by South Korea, but people are having trouble starting out. Germany's the first one to make it over, but people are having some trouble to start. Alright, it looks like the Netherlands have made it through pretty fast, along with Argentina and the US. Starting to come in now. Still having a hard time though. Brazil has made it through. Definitely very excited for Brazil. They've been working hard. Malaysia bounces out, but South Korea stays in. Yikes. Who is that? It's been pretty fast. Looks like Australia and the UK have made it through. Looks like Canada has made it through as well, along with India. Very exciting for India. They're the biggest nation competing. Over 1 billion people. Very exciting for them. Spain has made it through. Actually, there's only 5 left, but only 3 of them will be able to make it through to the next round. Along with Malaysia with the unfortunate bounce out. Hopefully that won't cost it for them. Here we have Japan, Vietnam, Russia, and Mexico still remaining as well. Vietnam with a really, really close shot. Kind of struggling now. Vietnam has made it. Alright, 4 left. Ooh, Mexico so close. People say having a little bit of trouble. That That's not the USA, that's Malaysia. I'm sorry for that. The US finished really fast. This is really good for them. Oh, Japan has made it. Japan. Oh, they almost bounced out, though. Same fat as Malaysia. So, Japan has secured a spot, but now there's only one spot left. And who's going to get it? It's Russia! Will Russia bounce out? Russia stays in. Oh, Mexico. Oh, everybody's made it. Everybody's made it. Who's going to make it first? Looks like Malaysia's made it. Malaysia's made it. They've secured the spot. Who's going to make it? Who's going to make it? Russia makes it. That leaves Japan and Mexico. With their unfortunate fate of being eliminated in such a close round. Super exciting, but super disappointing for both of the countries. Fortunate for them, but well done from everybody else. Let's move on to the next round. Alright, after that very, very exciting third round, we're now moving on to the fourth leg, and they're already up! So the way this works is that our marbles are being hit by those boulders that are falling down, and they have to make it through to the... Oh, and it looks like Australia made it, but they fell. Hit by the boulders. Alright, oh, very close from South Korea. Oh, South Korea has another chance. Oh, they missed it again. So, if they get hit twice on either one, then they will get set back to the very beginning. Oh, but South Korea has made it through. And Canada and the US have made it too, along with Argentina. They're gonna make it now. This one's very depressing because like you get so close, but you have to do it all again. The spinner at the beginning is very brutal, but if you can get past it, then you have a really good chance. India's made it through. Oh, then they get hit. Same thing with Brazil. India has another chance, and they made it! It's super exciting for India. They've been working incredibly hard for this. Let's see how well they do. Oh, United Kingdom and Netherlands barely miss it. US already made it. It's Malaysia. Australia has made it. Good for them. They've been having an incredible race so far. Alright, Russia. Oh, barely not. Oh. Marbles falling left and right. Everywhere. Oh man, this is just brutal. They're just getting attacked over and over again. It's a very tough obstacle. But it's very gratifying for those of the marbles that have made it. Ooh, that looks like Malaysia has made it. Exciting for them. Oh, Vietnam, nope. Alright. Struggling on the first spinner. Some of them are making it past. Oh, UK? Nope. Everyone's getting pummeled. Alright, that's the UK. They've made it through. Very exciting for the UK. They're the second most popular nation in this contest so far, just behind the US. It's very exciting that both of them are there. Ooh, looks like Malaysia's kind of stuck in the sorter, but they've made it. Oh, along with Germany and Spain, they're also through. Netherlands got hit again. There's 4 spots remaining. There's 4 marbles remaining, which means there's 2 spots remaining. And it looks like Vietnam is taking one of those. There's 3 marbles left and only 1 spot to go. Russia's seen them in this position previously. This is the first time for... Oh, looks like they're getting a little bit stuck on that first slope. Hopefully we can get through that. They're having lots of trouble right now. Oh, okay. They're all good. Russia's seen themselves in this position before. Hopefully they'll be okay. I think this is new for both Brazil and for the Netherlands. Very crazy being in the last spot. Oh, Brazil's made it! Are any of the others... Oh, Russia's made it too! Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? Is Brazil gonna make it? Come on. Who's gonna make it? Oh, they're all in! They're all in! Oh, Russia's taking the spot! Leaves Brazil and the Netherlands to be eliminated this round. It's really unfortunate for Brazil. They have been making a great effort so far. Same with the Netherlands, but amazing job to all of the nations who have made it successfully though so far. Let's move on to the next round. Okay, we are on to the 5th race. There are 12 marbles remaining, and I believe this is the last double elimination. And they're up! Alright, this is a very windy course. They have to go up and down. India's the first one to make it through. Great for them. Yep, it's going up and down. There's reverse gravity in this one, which I know some marbles are not experienced to right now, let alone the entire nation. Alright, India and Canada have made it through the first upside down gravity section. And they're on the last part already. Looks like Russia trying to make up what happened to them the last few rounds. Make it into the third one as well. Still some marbles stuck on the first area though, which is not great for this far in the legs so far. I already have 4 marbles, because Vietnam has now made it through. Alright, they're starting to make it now. The US is still in the first one. The US is the most supported nation in this championship. It looks like India's made it through along with Canada. And the UK has made it through. And it appears that all of the nations are out of the first area except for Malaysia. Malaysia just had a very, very scary performance so far. And they really want to redeem this. It's not how they want it to end. They want it to end later. Alright, it looks like the US, with a big comeback from behind, along with Australia and Argentina, have made it through. Okay, and it looks like, is that Russia? I think Russia just made it through. I might be mistaken though. There's 2 spots remaining. There's only 4 marbles left, and they're all in the last section. Except US and Spain are a little bit stuck. Mistaking the US for Malaysia, but Malaysia needs some redemption here. They're behind. Alright, everybody's moving now. Everybody has a chance. It's just up to pure skill at this point. Obviously. That's how things work around here. Oh, okay. Kind of struggling. South Korea is moving a lot. Oh, the marble stuck at the bottom. It's not where you want to be. You don't want to go backwards right now. Oh no, they're all going back. Oh no, they're all over there now. Alright. So really, we just have to wait until one of them has to shine. That one big propeller is the one that they want to hit in order to get all the way up to the top. Kind of struggling at the moment. Oh! Spain hit Germany and Germany made it in! That's a big loss from Spain right there. They would have made it if Germany wasn't in the way. Oh, that's really unfortunate for them, but great for Germany. Looks like Russia's a little bit stuck in this order, but we'll get out. Oh, and Spain has made it! Spain made it anyway! Spain will take up the last spot if one of the last 2 of our marbles doesn't make it through. And it looks like they're both eliminated. Now it's just a matter of waiting for them to finish. What a big performance from Spain, though. It's such an unfortunate mistake, and still being able to make it through with 1 spot remaining. Or it's unfortunate for Malaysia, because they were in a very similar position to this, like, back in round 3. They were so close to losing. But unfortunate. Along with South Korea. South Korea is definitely one of the hardest workers there. Times it's like Malaysia has made it through. And just leave South Korea. And South Korea's finally made it into the bowl. It took a little bit of time. And they were already last place. They knew they were going to lose. Might as well just... Looks like our workers are making a little bit of mistakes here, but yeah. So great job for the 10 of nations who made it to the end. Top half. Alright, welcome to leg 6 and also the very first single elimination round. Because we're running out of competitors and we need some more legs. So for this leg, we have to go through this very close, very tight red ring. It looks like Canada, India, and Russia have already made it. Great for them. The UK's made it too. Alright, so very, very clean. Some of them have been having very, very good performances so far. Others not so much, but hey, as long as you make it through, like there's no award for getting first place here. It's all about surviving. So as long as you can survive, you're all good. The US with a very, very clean, like it was like butter smooth, along with Vietnam. Vietnam's made it through now. Vietnam kind of cutting in front of US there, not very nice. Australia's made it too. Ooh, Argentina with a very, very, very like fast make it through. Alright, so that leaves Spain and Germany to duke it out for the final elimination spot. And Germany's taken it very, very fast. Poor Spain didn't even have any time to react. Unless, can Spain steal the spot from Germany? No, Germany made it. And that leaves Spain to hurry up, please. Alright, with that very, very clean, although slightly misleading entrance into the bowl, that leaves Spain to be the only one getting eliminated this time in our very first single elimination round. Slightly disappointing, but everybody else, the top 9, are moving on to leg 7. Alright, moving on to leg 7, a very simple leg. Our marbles are simply getting dragged up the chain, up into the fall, and sorter. India making it through very, very fast to start, but brutally just not able to catch the chain. So we want to get dragged up the chain just like Australia did, but better. Ooh, they made it. Oh, did they? Did they? Ooh, that's brutal. Oh, the USA being the first one to make it. The slightly rocky climb. Normally just want to simply get dragged up just like Russia did there. Very good job for them. They are second place. Alright, Australia unfortunately misses. Everybody's in the bowl. A bunch of misses. So, ooh, Argentina, that was clean. That's what you want to do. That's the strategy. Alright. What's next? Oh, UK. That was very, very good. That was a very long drag. Those are especially difficult. Canada coming through. Oh, maybe? No, it's unfortunate. That's not Argentina. That's Australia. Australia makes it through. Alright. 3 more spots left. Oh, 2 more spots left. Good job to India. India's been making it really, really through. All the effort they've been putting into this is really working out for them. Germany goes. Germany? Ooh, Germany? Nope. Everybody's missing. Looks like everybody's kind of grouped together. And they're just going to go one by one. Alright. Having a little bit of struggles at the moment. Canada kind of running missing. Vietnam's turn. Ooh, Vietnam? Not quite. Canada? Yeah, Canada made it! Great job to Canada. It's a lot of pressure in the last 3 even, but in the top 2 it's just crazy. Speaking of top 2, it's Germany and Vietnam, both similar sized countries in population. Both kind of struggling here. I know that Germany in particular was working on the launch ones, like the ones where you go up in the air a lot. But they weren't particularly good on the climbing ones, like this one. So, we'll see how they do. Yeah, it's like you need more height there. Vietnam! Ooh, the Vietnam has made it! Oh, and that was very, very clean with the sorter. Because of that, Germany just has no chance of making it in. So they have to unfortunately take the L here. Oh, it sucks for Germany too, because they're one of the biggest countries in the European continent, so it's always an upset when those kind of happen. We'll just wait until Germany finishes, or not. Okay, Germany has made it. Looks like Vietnam's a little bit stuck down there, but Germany's not going to be able to get ahead of them. Germany's just going to have to take the loss here, and we'll have to move on. Germany makes it into the bowl, goes through to the sorter, and this leaves us with our top 8. Let's move on to the next round. Okay, now we're on our 8th leg. This is definitely one of the more mechanical legs. It's all about timing. You have to land into the first bowl, land through the first bowl at the right time to land at the second bowl, and then from there you have to land at the right time to straight to the end. Alright, looks like United States and Vietnam made it, and Vietnam perfectly gets the timing twice in a row. Very impressive. Oh, Canada makes it too, and the US. It's very, very good. So that leaves only 5 spots left already. 4 now that Argentina's made it. Alright, India's in the middle of the wall now. Barely missed it. That was really close. 5 marbles are struggling to get into the first bowl. Russia's made it, and Russia's made it through the second one as well. Very, very good. Oh, there's a double. There's a double. We have Australia and UK in the same bowl, or in the bowl together. Ooh, Australia got the timing. UK is still not able to get through due to the momentum that's swinging around. And unfortunately, dropped at the wrong time. And India did as well. Alright, oh, UK does as well. This is the final spot. It's between 2 big countries. UK is the second most supported nation in this event. And India is the most popular, or most populous country in this entire tournament. China was unfortunately not able to make it due to not enough support from the fans, but this is gonna be really, really disappointing either way. Both of them are struggling to even get into the second bowl because their timing is kind of off. Their rhythm is maybe a little bit off, maybe they're nervous. Oh, India! India has made it through. It means the UK, one of the biggest supported nations, is unfortunately not gonna make it through any longer. And India is about to make it into the sorter, and they've made it. Alright, so that means the UK has to get the timing sorted out and finish the leg. We can move on. And the UK has finally made it through. A little bit later than everybody else, which is unfortunately leading to their demise in this tournament. But this leaves us with 7 of the most hard-working nations that are competing in this tournament. Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Alright, now we are on what I believe is the 9th leg. And much like the last leg, this one involves a timed drop from the bowl. So we'll see how these competitors do if they carry anything over. So everybody's dropping all at once, basically. Vietnam is the first one through, but Australia makes it in. Australia gets lucky and they make it to the end. The thing from this is if they land in the green, they can make it to the end, but if they land in the red, they won't. So Australia got lucky. This one is definitely mostly about luck, but speed is also a factor because you get more chances. India made it through. Great job for them. Argentina and Vietnam have also made it through, which leaves Russia, Canada, and the US, some of the 3 of the biggest supported countries in this tournament. Russia is one of the most populous ones. US has made it through. US is more popular than... US is actually more popular than everybody. Oh wait, oh, Canada's made it through too. That means Russia's eliminated. That was a fast round. Very, very, very unfortunate for Russia. They've had a wild ride of a game so far. And they just barely missed the time. Very unfortunate from them. I know they've been some of the hardest working. They're very, very devoted to stuff like this. But still, 7th is nothing to scoff at. So great job to Russia, and we'll see you in the next round. Alright, now we are starting leg 10 with 6 marbles remaining and 5 spots remaining. This is the first one we have to show off our new high velocity launcher, and it looks like it was already used by somebody, but they messed up pretty quickly, unfortunately. Alright, so then they have to kind of go around in these curves, making it back and forth, whereas very, very precise timing and movement, so this is a tough one. Australia has made it through very cleanly, along with Argentina almost bounced out. Oh wait, Australia did bounce out. Ooh, yeah, that's the thing, you can't have too much velocity because that can be absolutely devastating to the country. Australia made it through again. Unfortunately, it wasn't too big of a deal for them. It was pretty good at this, but it was kind of an unfortunate loss. India, very, very cleanly through. Vietnam, kind of not being able to do it. Kind of go a little bit slow. Alright, looks like a lot of these ones are getting, a lot of these nations are getting kind of stuck at that very first obstacle. What that does is it kind of blocks the Ooh, Canada gets another chance. That's pretty cool. It kind of blocks the marbles from like going too fast, too often, which will be a problem. Alright, looks like Vietnam, Canada, and the US are left. The US should be okay. Shouldn't have too big of a problem, but if they do, then they'll be eliminated, really. That's all there is to it. Oh, Vietnam's so close! Super precise trick, though. The smallest amount off can just destroy it. Oh, okay, Vietnam's made it through. Will they bounce out? Oh, they didn't. Oh, and the US has made it through! I knew the US could do it. Someone who could not do it is Canada. Canada is unfortunately not going to make it through the next round. Very unfortunate. All of these losses are super unfortunate. Like, you never want somebody to lose unless you're trying to sabotage them somehow. Yeah, so we'll wait for Canada to finish, and then we'll move on to the next leg. Okay, that was pretty fast. Canada's made it through. Unfortunately in 6th place, which is last in leg 10. So there will be no more Canada. But we are on to our top 5 now. Stay tuned for the next round. For our 11th leg, we have another one of our very high-tech gravity changing rooms, and they're off. Yeah, in this one, if they touch those aqua and orange platforms, their gravity will flip, which is very exciting. But first, they have to get through these bounce pads. We'll see who the first one to get past this is. Yeah, the way this works is that, like, once they finish one of these rooms, then they have to do it again, but flipped onto the top side, which is really, really cool. Oh, US is the first to make it over, and yep, now they're on the top side. Argentina makes it quickly after. Oh, and like the US just easy does it. Like, it's just it. Like, practice makes perfect. Yeah, US obviously very excited for this. Made it through pretty easily. Argentina did as well. And India's making it through as well, along with Argentina. Everybody's making it. Ooh, Argentina kind of cuts in front of India, not very nice. But that leaves Vietnam. Like, when we're getting this so close to finishing the run, like, it's so disappointing to see somebody lose, because you know they were so close. But unfortunately, that's it for Vietnam. So, great job to our 4 finalists who are able to make it here. But there's only 2 legs left, and this is we're almost done. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we are now on leg 12, the penultimate leg, who will decide who our finalists are. And they're off! So the way this works is our high velocity cannon will try to shoot our marbles into that very, very small gap that you can see in the wall there. Argentina very close. Yeah, it's very, very precise, so we'll see how each of our marbles do. Like, they have infinite chances until they're the last ones remaining, which they still have infinite chances, but they should hurry up anyway because we're almost done. There's only 2 legs remaining. We've gone from 21 to 4. 21 nations, that is, because Indonesia and Poland use the same marble. Very interesting. Oh, Argentina's so close again. Still nobody's made it, though. I mean, maybe it's a little bit different conditions when we're actually performing, but yeah, this is just normally a hard shot, like, even in practice. It's, like, not easy. Oh, United States is a very good example of what that looks like. That much experience, you wouldn't be surprised. And like, with so much support, like, US should be in the top 3 with all the things they've done and like all the support they've been getting. It's really, really awesome. Like, it's not easy to make it this far. So the US has officially secured a spot in the finals. But who are our other finalists gonna be? One of these last 3 won't be. Will it be Argentina? Argentina, who's the biggest, or not quite the biggest, but one of the biggest in South America. Brazil's obviously bigger, but they've already been eliminated. We've got India, biggest nation on the planet, who is competing in this tournament. And then there's also Australia, who's been having an extremely good run so far. A lot of top finishes, so it'll be a big loss for whoever loses, but we'll see what happens, I guess, right? Oh, beautiful shot from India. Oh, and Australia's done it too. Oh, dang, that was hard on Argentina. Is Argentina gonna make it in time? What an absolutely brutal, devastating occurrence for Argentina. That was just an absolutely brutal, like, way to end. Both of your competitors just finishing right before you, in a row too. Like, not even just one by one, just back to back. What a loss. Like, Argentina has all their time in the world, though. Want to cherish being 4th place, which is still an amazing accomplishment. But eventually we will have to move on to our top 3, who are the US, Australia, and India. Oh, it looks like Argentina's finally made it. It's like, in real time, been about 10 minutes since the other 2 have been done, but I mean, Argentina had all the time in the world. Maybe this just wasn't their event. Maybe they didn't practice for this enough. Getting to 4th place is an accomplishment in itself. But that being said, we do have our top 3. Let's move on to the final leg to determine their positions. And here we are, the final leg to determine a champion of our competition today. We have the United States, India, and Australia. In this leg, each marble has to complete both the left section and the right section to reveal their flag, which will appear in the middle area. And they're away! US and India taking the left side, Australia taking the right side first. Let's see what'll happen. US and India are in like a bumpy part with a very spinny obstacle, which will try to stop you, whereas Australia is basically like exclusively bouncing. The US has finished their first section of their portion of their area. Now they have to get through the second section. Kind of fast-paced though. Oh, India made it through instantly. Look at that. Half of their flag is already here. Now they have joined Australia to finish the other portion. Oh, and the US has made it through their section. Australia appears to be having a lot of trouble right now getting through just the first section, not even the second section of their side. But India and US, like, they don't even have to do the other section because they already did it. But Australia has made it through. Now they're on a section where they have to dodge these balls with these blockers going in between. So it's kind of rough to be able to get through this. Oh, India joined them. India has joined Australia. This is really, really close. India only needs one more. Whoa, but Australia has made it through. Each of them have one side of their flag revealed. But India is really, really, really close to winning. They just have to clear this one obstacle. But both Australia and the US have to clear two. Looking promising for India. Oh, but Australia's cleared theirs. Will Australia do it? Will Australia do it? Australia has done it! Australia gets first place in our competition! Australia is victorious. Man, what a comeback, too. Australia was losing. Now they won. Very, very, very thrilling for all of the Australian fans watching right now. Very exciting. But let's not forget about the US and India, who are still trying to get that second place, because that's still up for grabs. Man, what an exciting performance. Just everything has just gone like amazingly. What an incredible performance. And India has revealed their full flag as well, so India gets second place in our competition. And then we also have the United States, who have received a lot of support and attention for like all the work they've been putting in. And as soon as they get third place, like, they'll realize that that's like still like a huge accomplishment. Like, it's just like first and second are cool, but like still, as long you still get a medal for that, which the US is just totally proud of, like on all measures really. And there they go. US has done it too. US gets third place in our competition. Thank you for watching.